Welcome back to the Chad DiMera Channel, the absolute best place on the internet for all your Salem updates. Can you believe it has already been a year since we lost the legendary John Black? The sneak peek photos for the May 29 episode of Days of Our Lives reveal that Salem is going to be absolutely flooded with tears, and honestly, I am not ready for it. The entire episode is focused on the 1-year anniversary of John's death, and it is going to be a massive tearjerker. We are getting scenes of Marlena Evans visiting John's grave, clutching flowers, and staring at his headstone with a level of heartbreak that only Deidre Hall can deliver. It is just so incredibly sad to see our favorite legacy character mourning the love of her life. Doc and John have survived kidnappings, mind control, Stefano's twisted games, and literal possessions, so seeing her stand alone at his grave just shatters my heart into a million pieces. But here's the kicker, guys. This isn't just a day of mourning. There is a massive, jaw-dropping plot twist hidden in these sneak peeks. We see Brady and Belle at Brady's apartment looking absolutely devastated. Brady is holding a picture of his dad close to his chest, drowning in grief. But then Brady and Belle take a closer look at the chess set that Stefano DiMera left Marlena in his will, and you won't believe what happens next. Belle, with her sharp legal mind, notices that a piece is missing from the board. Which piece? The pawn. Are you kidding me right now? The pawn is missing! For those of you who might be new to the fandom, let me give you a quick history lesson that only a true fan would know. When John Black first arrived in Salem decades ago, he was completely wrapped in bandages, suffering from amnesia, and programmed by Stefano DiMera. Stefano literally referred to John as his pawn. It was the ultimate psychological torture. So, for Stefano's will to leave Marlena a chess set with the pawn completely missing, that is a massive, glaring clue. What do you guys think? Is Stefano mocking her from beyond the grave? Or is this a sign that John Black isn't actually dead? A lot of fans think this is just a cruel joke from the DiMera estate, but I'm telling you, it's definitely a clue that John is alive. Think about it. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf is back in town. EJ DiMera has been hiding resurrection pods in the secret hospital basement. We just saw Lexie Carver walk out of the DiMera tunnels alive and well. I think it is entirely possible that EJ or Kristen stole John's body and put him in one of those pods. I think this was a huge mistake by EJ, because if Chad finds out that his brother is playing God with John Black's life, Chad is going to absolutely destroy him. I passionately defend Chad in all of this. Chad is the only DiMera with a moral compass right now. EJ and Kristen are ruthless, toxic monsters, and if they are hiding John Black, they deserve to be locked away in Statesville forever. Let's be real for a second. The DiMera family is causing chaos all over Salem right now. The fallout from Lexie's resurrection is tearing people apart. In the sneak peeks, we finally see Lani Grant leaning on her husband, Eli Grant. Eli is finally back in Salem, and thank goodness, because Lani is carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. The photos show them sharing a sweet, desperate kiss after a really hard conversation. Lani looks completely exhausted, resting her head on Eli's shoulder. And honestly, she has every right to be falling apart. Her family is trapped in an absolute nightmare. First of all, her mother, Paulina Price, has just made the ultimate heartbreaking sacrifice. Paulina packed her bags and stepped aside so that Abe Carver could try to rebuild his life with his resurrected wife, Lexie. Paulina is a saint for doing this. She loves Abe so much that she is willing to walk away to give him space. But Abe is totally torn between the ghost of his past and the reality of his present. And while Lani is watching her mother's marriage crumble, she is also dealing with Chanel's horrific health crisis. Chanel DiMera is pregnant, and tests just revealed she has a malignant tumor in her breast. It is the most terrifying slow burn storyline on the show right now. In one of the sneak peek photos, we see Lani alone in the bookstore, desperately doing research on breast cancer. She even has a heart-to-heart talk with Julie Williams. Lani is trying to be strong for her sister, but this cancer diagnosis is a crushing blow. Johnny DiMera is trying to stay positive for Chanel, but let's not forget that Johnny was just held captive and almost burned alive by Sophia Choi. The DiMera and Carver families are just drowning in trauma right now. Speaking of the Sophia Choi disaster, the sneak peeks also show Sarah Horton and Holly Jonas meeting up in an exam room at the hospital. Holly has been spiraling out of control ever since Sophia switched out her supplements for medication. And now, the entire town thinks Sophia committed suicide and left a note blaming Holly for cyberbullying. Amy Choi is on a relentless, unhinged crusade to have Holly charged with manslaughter. Look at the photos. Holly looks absolutely terrified, and Sarah is giving her a deep, comforting hug. Sarah is an amazing doctor and an even better aunt, and she knows exactly how much pressure Holly is under. But we know the truth. We know that Sophia didn't kill herself. Kristen DiMera bashed that poor girl over the head with a rock and had her thugs throw her body in the river. Kristen is a sociopath, and I will ruthlessly criticize her until the day I die. She roped Sophia into a deadly plot to murder Johnny just to get back at EJ, and when things went south, Kristen silenced her. Now, Holly is taking the fall for a murder she didn't commit, and she is paralyzed by guilt. Tate Black is trying so hard to protect Holly. We see a photo of Tate and Holly sharing a desperate kiss in Horton Town Square. Tate knows that Amy Choi is dangerous, and he is pushing Holly to make the right choices before Amy completely destroys her life. I just hope the Salem PD finds Sophia's body soon so that the evidence points straight back to Kristen. And finally, just to give us a tiny sliver of hope amidst all this darkness, the spoilers tease that Foster is going to ask Julie Williams out on a date. The final sneak peek photo shows this exact moment. After losing Doug, Julie has been the strong, enduring matriarch of the Horton family, holding everyone else together. It is so incredibly sweet to see her getting a little bit of romantic attention. Will she say yes? I really hope she does. She deserves a little happiness while the rest of Salem is quite literally going up in flames. What do you guys think about all these massive reveals? Is John Black secretly alive in one of EJ's pods? Will Lani find a way to save Chanel? And when is Kristen finally going to pay for murdering Sophia? Let me know your craziest fan theories in the comments below. Keep defending our guy Chad. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.